Are you a content creator looking for a budget smartphone with an awesome camera to shoot your videos and photos on? Because in today's video, I have just the right smartphone for you, the Pixel 4a. Moreover, it just comes at a price of under $350. So let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm TZH here with Technological Gadgets, bringing you the best in tech and always making tech work for you. On this channel, we do occasional tech hauls, but more often than not, we do tech gear reviews just like this one. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you drop a like and don't forget to subscribe, which is completely free but helps the channel a ton. The phone I'm talking about today is the Google Pixel 4a, and I'll be doing a full comprehensive review telling you why it is the perfect smartphone for you content creators on a budget. But before that, let's take a look at the unboxing. As for accessories, you get the SIM card removal tool, USB-C to USB-C cable, and the 18-watt charger along with your usual literature. And of course, it is all packed in this very sleek and stylish box. Sadly, this phone only comes in one color, which is matte black. First, let's take a look at the design and the build quality of this phone, as this is what you will notice first. It sports an all matte black soft touch finish that Marquez and I really love. Sadly, it is made completely out of plastic. On the back, you have the Google logo at the bottom, fingerprint sensor placed where it should be, easily accessible and lightning fast as well. Aside from that, there's a slight bump for the square camera cutout that houses the flash and the main camera, which I will touch on later. On the top, there is thankfully a 3.5mm headphone jack, and audio through them is pretty decent. But what is good about it is you can plug external TRRS microphones or use your inline earbud microphone for better audio when recording videos. Inside, you can find this nicely colored teal power button as well as a volume rocker. And all of them are really clicky, which is great. On the bottom, you have speaker cutouts flanking a USB-C port capable of fast charging up to 18 watts. Moreover, the speakers are part of a stereo system with the earpiece located on the very top of the phone, so take a listen. And sound quality is pretty good with decent clarity, stereo separation, and a surprising amount of bass, considering its size of 144 by 69.4 by 8.2mm and a 143 gram of weight. Moving on to the screen, there's a hole punch cutout on the top right for the selfie camera, which I know many people prefer. And this screen is a 5.81 inch screen with a resolution of 1080p running at 60Hz, sadly, which may disappoint some gamers out there. It has a pixel density of 443 and an aspect ratio of 19.5 by 9. Also, it is an AMOLED panel with HDR support, which makes colors pop and depths and blacks look inky deep. Protecting that is the Corning Gorilla Glass 3. However, this display in particular can be set to be very color accurate by going into the settings, display, and setting colors to natural. This allows you to edit photos and videos on this phone with more accurate colors, as well as viewing more accurate colors in the camera app to better fine-tune your camera settings. Flowing into the internal specs of this phone, it is running the 1-year-old 8-core 8nm Snapdragon 730G, running 2 high-powered 2.2 GHz Cryo 470 Gold cores and 6 low-powered 1.8 GHz Cryo 470 Silver cores with the Adreno 618 GPU, along with 6GB of LPDDR4X RAM and 128GB of storage. And here of course are some benchmarks on Geekbench and Antutu. It is pretty average and nothing mind-blowing. Day-to-day usage such as watching Video scrolling through social media or multitasking is pretty fast, and when playing COD Mobile and PUBG, it gives you the option of almost maxing out the graphics, which is nice. But what I recommend you to do, especially if you are streaming or recording at the same time, is to lower the graphics settings. Also make sure to max out your frame rate to make it even more smooth. As for video editing, it does really well for simple edits, but when you really crank it up, that is when it really slows down. Still, for most people out there, it should be sufficient, and photo editing is a breeze with this phone. And onto battery life, it has a 3140 mAh battery, though pretty small for its price and size. With the less powerful internals, OLED screen and Google's optimization, leads to a pretty comfortable 1 day of normal use. But nothing more, and definitely not for the crazy power users out there. And before I move into the main reason why you people would buy this phone, I would like to ask you the question of the day. What is most important to you when you are looking for a smartphone? Let me know all of that down in the comment section below, and I'm sure to reply to your comments. Now moving on to the cameras on this phone. I have actually done a full in-depth camera review which you can check out here, but in summary, the cameras are really good, though not as customizable. The front-facing camera takes great selfies with great colors and dynamic range, though it is a little cool, and portrait selfies look absolutely amazing on this phone with excellent background separation, especially so as it uses just one lens. Also, Google has introduced night mode for its front-facing camera, and along with selfie illumination, which lights up your whole entire screen to give your camera light, meaning you can take excellent photos in low light and even surprisingly decent photos in total absolute darkness. As for front-facing video, it is sadly only available in 1080p 30 frames. But it definitely looks good, exactly just like the photos, and selfie illumination is available for videos too, so great low light and decent pitch black performance. However, they don't have great stabilization, so a gimbal or tripod is highly recommended. Onto the rear camera, photos are of course looking really good with awesome dynamic range, contrast and colors, exceeding my expectations, and can even look better than phones twice its price. Night mode is insane if you have steady hands, coupled with the fact that you are able to take astrophotography shots, which is really cool. Also, portrait mode does so well in blurring the background and separating the subject. As for video, it is really smooth due to the combination of both optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization, while preserving what makes the photos look so good. Moreover, it can shoot in both 4K 30 for high resolution or 1080p 60 for increased stabilization and frame rate. Not to forget, Google Lens is integrated into the camera app and gives you a ton of functionality from scanning text to searching for items. Lastly, it runs stock Android with no bloatware, guarantee updates to the latest Android version and security patches straight from Google, along with awesome Google integration such as unlimited Google photo storage, Google Assistant, and much more. Other than that, this is an awesome phone for content creators who want a smartphone that has an awesome camera you can keep in your pocket when you don't want to bring your camera or even use it as your main camera, with the recommended accessories such as budget and cheap lights, tripods, gimbals, sliders, and microphones for people who are just starting out, or those who want to live stream in real life on the go. So what do you think of the Pixel 4a? Is this the right phone for you? Also, my favorite features are the amazing cameras on this smartphone. But what are yours? And are you going to pick this smartphone up? Let me know all of that down in the comment section below, and I'm sure to reply to every single one of your comments. And if you think I did a great job on this review, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to support me so I can bring more content just like this to you guys. And make sure you check out my other videos, and I hope to see y'all real soon.